Two COVID-19 vaccines may meet FDA's authorization rules by end of 2020. There are hundreds of different COVID-19 vaccines in testing phases. Most of these are still in preclinical or early-stage trials, while some are in late-stage clinical trials. However, there have been cases of trial pauses. A trial can be paused due to an unexpected adverse reaction or concern in the safety protocols. According to the Motley Fool, 3 companies may have the highest chance to obtain FDA's authorization for their COVID-19 vaccines. These are a few of the top candidates for the authorization. But the authorization is unlikely a full approval required for the deployment to the general public. The reason behind that is the strict guidelines. Even though the FDA can expedite the standard review process during an emergency, the agency still needs experimental drugs to meet minimum requirements. For COVID-19 vaccines, the minimum is 50% effectiveness, meaning 50% of vaccinated people should have less serious symptoms. Furthermore, vaccines must not induce serious adverse events without precedence. Allergic reactions to an ingredient or an interaction with a pre-existing health condition can be considered as contraindications. But for most people, the drug should work normally with expected mild side effects. These two aspects of the FDA's strict guidelines will determine if an experimental vaccine can be used against the pandemic. Right now, both Pfizer and BioNTech and Moderna are the top contenders for the authorization. The first 2 companies have developed the BNT162b2 modRNA vaccine, while the latter developed the mRNA-1273 vaccine. The 2 vaccines are messenger RNA-based drugs that express the spike protein of SARS-CoV-2. Upon administration, the immune system detects and analyzes the spike protein to produce antibodies. That protects the body from exposure to the wild coronavirus. In animal testing of BNT162b2, elicited immune responses prevented lung infection in every monkey exposed to the coronavirus. There was no viral RNA detected in the lower respiratory tract of treated monkeys. The vaccine also cleared the viral RNA in the noses of treated monkeys in 3 days after infection. In the early stage trials of mRNA-1273, all participants aged 18 to 55 years developed neutralizing antibodies. Participants aged 56 to 71 years and older also express excellent levels of antibodies against the virus. The top contenders are not automatic winners. Their vaccines may be the first on the market, but not necessarily the best. Other candidates will eventually progress to late-stage trials in the coming years.